Hey guys, here we are at Donnington for a 4-hour multi-class race where I'm in the Hyundai Elantra touring car, and I just wanted to show a few different angles of an incident I was involved in on lap 24 here, and I want to get your guys' thoughts about whether it was more of a racing incident or whether you think one of us was more at fault than the other. So yeah, I'm just going to show you my onboard first, and then I'll show a few other angles. Enjoy. Okay, so that didn't really explain too much as you just saw a car sliding in front of me, so I'll show you they're on board now. So you can see they're in a Radical, the other car in the class, and they're just about to catch me as we're going through the first sector here. And there was also a Radical behind them that was catching us that also spun out. I'll just show you they're on board as well. And from my understanding, it looks like they saw a car spinning here sideways across the track, and they just wanted to check up, so they got hard on the brakes and they started turning left here, and just the combination of locking the brakes and turning sideways just lost the rears, and they spun here. So that's kind of what happened there. But I'm more focusing on the car ahead here. So I'm going to show you their onboard or their chase view now from full speed. So luckily, basically no contact was involved. There was no damage, nothing that was race ending. It was just a bit of time loss from some spins. But I'm going to try to analyze my perspective here. You could see how fast that all happened in real time. But when I saw cars lapping me, like in previous, I mean, they probably lapped you every, I don't know, 5 to 6 laps here. I mean, they are much faster. A lot of times, as you can see from my onboard, as I'm taking this corner basically flat, I'm putting a lot of wheel in it, but the car slides out because it's a pretty heavy car, and you can see the groove here. It's darker from like the middle to the edge, and this is kind of the inside line of this left-hander because you're going to slide out anyways, and so most of the time cars that were faster passed you on the outside or like out of the racing line here. It was very rare to see them trying to do crossovers on the inside here, especially because you would expect them to clear you up ahead, so there's no reason for them to try to battle you on the inside. So I see this guy going to the inside, and I'm surprised, and I feel like I'm on his racing line. He's going to make contact with me at this point. So I'm like, oh, is he going to try to pass me on the left? If so, I want to give him more room for that. So I start to move over to the right to give him more room. And just as I start to move over to the right, he decides to switch lanes and goes over to the right. So I'm not trying to zigzag and block him. I was trying to give him more space, but he just was indecisive, or maybe he thought I was taking a different lane than that, and I do give him a whole lane here. You can see there is a whole car length, but then he does end up getting a bit on the dirt here with his right rear tire and ends up spinning over here. Luckily, if there is contact, it's very small as I just get past him, or a little bit of net code, but I don't really see any damage involved, and he spins around, and as you can see, he does recover a nice 360 there and was able to continue on. But just trying to analyze, like, was I the one who changed lanes? I mean, again, I'm gonna play this in full speed, but is there any clear? I'll even get chopper view. Is there a clear mistake made here? And if we look at my steering wheel, I will point out that I do jink it to the right. You can see in the trace here. But that was only with the intention of the fact that I see him on the left-hand side. I mean, he's what, 2 car lengths from passing me, and like at this point, he could go way over here, but I just want to be nice and I want to give him room for that. And he just makes such a late decision to go over to the right. I feel like if you're gonna make that decision, you have to make it earlier. And a lot of times, I always hear the saying that the car that is passing has to make the choice to pass cleanly, and that the car ahead should be predictable. And so this person has to make the choice to pass and has to be predictable. At this point, I'm in the middle of the track. That's understandable. So it's kind of unpredictable as to where I'm going to be. but I feel like I'm staying clearly in the middle. And then at this point, I'm unpredictable, but because I'm trying to give him space, so yeah, it's a hard call. But I don't feel like I block him either way, even shifting over. I don't push him off track. So in the end, it's a minor inconvenience, I'd say, because it wasn't race ending, obviously. But yeah, I just wanted to have your thoughts on this incident. So yeah, that was just about it. So hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.